Happy Monday. How's everybody? How is everybody? I forgot my drink. Ah, I'm stressed. So stressed. I'll tell you why in a minute. Ah, chat is open. Alrighty, chat's open. Let me turn this down because I forget to do shit. I forget to do stuff. Me. Look at, I finished it. What do we think? It's really big and it's really wide and it's really long and it's got tassels. I love it. It's warm and it's soft. It's made with soft yarn. So I love it. I don't need it on today. I literally was sticking my head out the sliding glass door. Supposed to get up to 40, 45, almost 50 today. The river's melting. There's mergansers and ducks. I can see them right now. I'm so happy. The geese next door are going nuts. I took pictures. I took pictures. I took pictures. You guys are like, yeah, she's here and shit. No, they're over there. Look at, see? They're over there making noise. Yeah, except the rooster was hiding. So if Tub shows up this morning, I'll put that up there. But don't you love it? It came out so good. I'll show it again. I will. I think it came out awesome. It was a good distraction. I'm working on a sweater now. Yeah, I started it. I ripped it out 4 times because I don't like the pattern. So I'm trying to create my own pattern. I just, meh. I don't know. I got to get my drink. Hang on. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Big Eagle was flying over just a few minutes ago. The geese were honking. It's like, run for your lives. Kidding. It was funny though. Oh, so what else? Oh, this weekend I used my walker all weekend. I am so sore. And I am back. William is the name of my wheelchair. William the wheelchair. Don't judge me. My shoulder is killing me from using the walker. And my wrist, which I've had reconstructed, hurts. So I'm taking it a little easier today. Yeah. Yeah. So today's stream is going to be about stress, managing stress, and Maslow. I use Maslow a lot. Maslow's hierarchy needs. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I was just talking about you. Tom. Hi. I was just talking about you. Look at. Can you see him? Are you looking? Well, first of all, do you have a minute to look? Can you look? Damn it. Fine. Did you see the geese? Look at the damn geese. You're driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. All right, I'll be here. Whatever. And I got to put my scarf back on so you can see it. Did you see the freaking silly gooses? Oh, and I got look at my scarf. My scarf's done. Ha ha. Got my scarf done. It's nice and warm. I love it. It's too warm here today for that shit, though. It's going to be 50. I was sticking my head out the back dock. That's how I got the pictures of the geese. Freaking things. So you know I'm not crazy. Well, maybe a little crazy, but they're really there. Anyway. Sorry. All right. You do work stuff, I guess. I'll be talking about Maslow. Maslow. Abraham Maslow. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by stress, this person right here, struggled to find balance. Again, I should just have a red light just going, or wondered how to prioritize self-care. Again, this person right here. This conversation is for you. This is all about me today, bitches. I'm just kidding. So today we're going to break down how Maslow's psychological framework can help us understand our needs and create a structured approach to wellness. That freaking squirrel is going to get in the bird feeder again. I'm just going to let it. If it thinks it's that hungry, fine. But it has to look in here first to see where I am. Anyway, Abraham Maslow was born in 1908, and he was an American psychologist, okay? Best known for developing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a theory of human motivation that remains influential in psychology, business, education, and personal development. Maslow was born in Brooklyn, New York, to Russian Jewish immigrant parents. His early life was shaped by hardship and academic excellence. He initially studied law at City College of New York, but later transferred to the University of Wisconsin. I mean, Brooklyn? Wisconsin. Right? Where he earned his PhD in psychology in 1934. Maslow was deeply influenced by humanistic psychology, a movement that focused on the potential for human growth, well-being, and self-actualization, rather than just pathology and dysfunction, which is what everybody was really focusing on at the time. Freud, Jung, right? That's what they were all focusing on. What was wrong with people instead of what was right with people. So that's what this says right here. Unlike other psychologists of his time who studied mental illnesses and abnormal behavior, Maslow was fascinated by what makes people thrive rather than just survive. His work was shaped by studying exceptional individuals, including historical figures like Albert Einstein, Eleanor Roosevelt, as well as peak experiences, moments of profound happiness, creativity, and fulfillment. He believed that humans are naturally driven to achieve their full potential once their basic needs are met. There's the clutch, right? There it is. Maslow's contributions laid the foundation for positive psychology, motivation theories, and leadership development. His work continues to shape fields like education, personal development, therapy, business leadership, and wellness coaching. Me, I would not be here today if it wasn't for Abraham Maslow. Now, Maslow's theory presents human needs in 5-tiered pyramid, where foundational needs must be met before higher level growth can occur. So let's explore how this framework applies to stress management and overall well-being. Yes, let's. Please. Let's. I had fun writing this script. Oh my God. No, this is like the 8th script, just so you know. Guys. So there are the most basic survival needs. And I even made a graphic. And I'll show you in a minute. So the most basic survival needs are food, water, sleep, oxygen, and physical health. When these are unmet, everything else in life becomes more difficult. So true. Sleep, right? Sleep. Physical health. And if you don't have physical health, you don't have mental health. And if you don't have mental health, you don't have physical health. We've learned this over the years. Okay? So managing stress at this level means ensuring adequate sleep. The lack of rest can increase cortisol levels and worsen stress. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make stress levels more intense, and that little bastard is in the bird feeder. I'm not going to let him stress me out. Eat nutritious meals that fuel your body and stabilize blood sugar. Engage in deep breathing exercises to improve oxygen flow and relaxation. How many times have I done breathing exercises with you guys? Constantly, right? The 1, 2, 3, 4 breathing, box breathing. I'm always doing this with you guys because it's important. I cannot look at that squirrel. Oh my God. He distracts me. I didn't close the curtains. He can't get the food because the cage comes down. Oh, he just went flying off it. Yeah, he's mad. Okay, he's gone. Okay. So when these needs aren't met, and I'm sorry, but most of this is on my phone because it's been a day already. Let me just say that. Um, um, sorry. And people are texting me. Don't text me. You know it's 10 o'clock. Ooh, Blue's barking. He's probably barking at all the ducks. There's a flock. I almost said a herd. There's a herd of ducks out there. Guys. Oh, I can't. Okay, you want to know why I'm so stressed out? We accepted an offer on our house. I know, it's great. It is great. It's great. But now we need to find a place to live in 2 months. 2 months. Whether that's renting or buying. It's a little stressful. And then you remember my stream on Friday, and I was talking about my son and how he's incarcerated. He called me this morning. He's on draft, which means he's being transferred this morning for no reason. And we don't know where. And we won't know for days because they don't tell him where he's going. And then he's not allowed to use the phone until after induction, which takes 3 days. It is like being in the military. So it's a little scary. And it's for no reason. Like usually it's if that person caused trouble or they got hurt and it's for their own protection. But this is for no reason. It's because of the guards doing the walkout, which is still going on. So I'm a little stressed. Hence I wanted to do this stream about stress because I'm stressed. I know, right? So, when we neglect these basic needs, which, again, food, water, sleep, oxygen, and physical health, our ability to handle stress diminishes. Addressing them first lays the foundation for everything else. So, safety needs, creating stability. All right. Our psychological needs are met. Once our psychological needs are met, we seek security, both physically and emotionally. This includes financial stability, housing, health, and a sense of order. So, establish a daily routine to bring a sense of structure and predictability. Structure and predictability are my best friends. Just saying. I kind of like to know what's going to happen. I don't like surprises. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. Set up a financial plan to reduce money related stress. Okay. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And you just are doing the best you can and flying by the seat of your pants, right? I get it. I get it. Me too. Me too. Prioritize physical and emotional safety, whether that means setting boundaries, seeking therapy, or creating a safe home environment. Having a self care emergency plan for high stress moments. I need to do that. I need to do that. My self care for this weekend was taking a break and crocheting because it's mindless activity for me. I don't have to think about it. I just do it. I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. So for me, my grandmother taught me. So for me, I just do it. I don't have to think about it. It's mindless. I just do it. Sometimes I get carried away, hence my scarf is longer than it's longer than me. It's longer than a blanket. But I did it and it's done. This swirls back. So, love and belonging, the power of connection. Humans are social creatures, and we need love, friendships, and community to thrive. When we feel isolated, stress and mental health challenges often intensify. So, managing stress at this level, strengthen connections with loved ones. Quality relationships reduce stress. And this is so true. So true. We need other people. And I know some people are too peoply. And I get it. I totally get it. Sometimes I don't like being out there. I like right here. But right here isn't always good for you either. Not all the time. Sometimes you have to go out there, real world out there, sometimes you have to. You have to socialize. You have to actually talk to people. You know what I mean? And I know it can be draining and exhausting and ugh, but you got to do it. It's good for you. You know, like peas, yucky peas. Call them yucky peas, but they're good for you. Hmm. Engage in acts of kindness, which can boost emotional well-being. And this is so true. And one of the things, and I used to say this all the time, one of the best acts of kindness you can do is paying it forward. And it's so easy. If you find yourself in a drive-through, pay for the person behind you, especially like Dunkin' or Starbucks, pay for their coffee. $5. Pay for their coffee. It makes you feel good for the rest of your day. It really does. It's like you hope that person has a good rest of their day too. You know what I mean? Why not? Just pay for their coffee. Pay it forward. People do it for you. It's random and it feels good. Join a support group or community that aligns with your experiences. I'm in a few different lupus support groups, chronic illness support groups, advocate support groups, um, even families of prisoners. It's families of inmates. I'm in a support group for that too. Um, it's good for you. It's good for you mentally and physically. And allow yourself to seek and receive support without guilt. Don't feel guilty about this. There's no reason to feel guilt. That's why they're there. That's what I tell people when they're looking for a health coach. It's nothing to feel guilty about. It's why I'm here. It's what I do. I went to school for this. It's what I do. It's nothing to feel guilty about. It's why I'm here. Right? Number 4 is esteem needs. And this is building confidence and self-worth. So once we feel connected, we crave a sense of self-respect, accomplishment, and confidence. When esteem needs are neglected, we may struggle with self-doubt and stress. Self-actualization, finding purpose and fulfillment. This is the highest level of Maslow's hierarchy, is about reaching our fullest potential, whether through creativity, personal growth, learning, or contributing to something greater than ourselves. Now, this is how we apply Maslow's theory to everyday life. So, how can we apply this to our everyday lives, right? Start by assessing where your biggest stressors lie within Maslow's hierarchy. Are your basic needs being met? Yes. Do you need more emotional support? Do you struggle with self-confidence? Identifying the gaps help you take action in the right areas. So you can do this in your journal, identifying the gaps where you feel you need help, where you feel you're lacking. What can you do to help yourself? And where do you need support, right? You can do it in a notebook. You can do it in your head. You can do it in notes on your phone, right? These are things you can do. Excuse me. I need to do it. I'm going to do it. Um, it's just simple and easy and good for you. And it helps you with stress. Just talking about it has helped me already. I just feel, whoo, already my level has come down until that damn squirrel shows back up. I'm kidding. I don't give a shit about the squirrel. I think it's funny. And I don't buy the bird feeder or the bird seed. Anyway, it's Crazy here. Stress management isn't about eliminating stress completely. It's about creating a foundation that allows you to handle it effectively. Maslow's hierarchy of needs gives us a structured way to assess our well being, prioritize self care, and build resilience. I encourage you to take a moment and reflect. Where do you need the most support? What small steps can you take to strengthen your foundation? And these are the things I was telling you you can write down. And while you're doing this, write down the 3 things that you're grateful for, right? Remember, your well being is a journey. Each step you take, no matter how small, helps you find your true north. Right? Right. I also wrote a poem about stress. Of course I did. We'll save that for later. There's a lot of gross speaks out there today. So, the pyramid is upside down because I tried doing it on PowerPoint. Goes another eagle. Yeah, I'm distracted a little bit. And then my mother's blue on the printer doesn't work. So it's upside down. And then it's fine. So on the bottom is food, water, sleep, medical care. Next comes safety, security, stability, pain management. Next is love and belonging, connection, relationship, community. Next is your esteem needs, self worth, confidence, independence. And next, the top one is self actualization. That's creativity, fulfillment, and purpose. Once all these needs are met, then you realize you're at self actualization. If I could talk, fine. Actualization, creativity, writing for me, fulfillment, doing what I'm doing, purpose, doing what I'm doing. So I'm getting there, right? I'm getting there, but I'm stressed and I don't want it to knock me back down, right? So I have to keep working on everything constantly. It's work all the time, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So worth it. So I was doing more research. This is what I do all the time. Research, research, research. About insecurities and letting go. Got some Taoisms. Taoisms. That's what I call them. Taoisms. So this article is from Advise Myself, and it's by Manuel says. Sorry, it's my Irish. And it's about those insecurities, turning self-doubt into your greatest teacher. Maybe the noble dream you're chasing isn't driven by purpose, but by insecurity. It's funny how we can be so wrapped up in self-doubt that we stop noticing it. It becomes background noise, quietly shaping our choices and limiting our potential. Everyone has insecurities, even the people who think they don't. That thought alone is often a sign of insecurity. Pretending they don't exist is pointless. They'll always be there. The challenge isn't getting rid of them, it's learning how to use them. Insecurities and fears can be the biggest dream killers or the best guidance we have. It all depends on how we see them. For a long time, I thought being insecure was a weakness. something that made me vulnerable. So I pushed harder, worked more, tried to muscle my way through to success. If I ignored my fears and insecurities long enough, I figured they eventually disappear. But they didn't, and fighting them was exhausting. The more I resisted them, the more power they had over me. I spent years caught in that cycle, refusing to acknowledge what was really holding me back, only to get knocked down by life again and again. Eventually, I realized I was approaching it all wrong. Insecurity wasn't something to fight, it was something to listen to. It wasn't the whole truth, but it was a clue, a signal pointing to where I needed to grow. The moment I stopped trying to overpower my insecurities and started learning from them, everything changed. Instead of running from my fears, I started paying attention to what they were telling me, and that shift made all the difference. Insecurities hide in plain sight. The signs are there if you're willing to look. The first step to using insecurity as a guide for better decisions is awareness. Hi, talking about insecurities and how they can actually help you. Yeah. If we want to understand what's holding us back, we have to be willing to look closely, really look. Insecurities don't always introduce themselves as fear, they wear disguises. They show up as perfectionism, procrastination, and self sabotage. They whisper instead of shout. But once you know what to listen for, they become easier to spot. Here are a few patterns I've noticed in myself, and maybe you'll recognize them too. Endless comparison. It starts with a quick scroll. Someone else's win makes you question where you are. Before you know it, you're deep in someone else's success story, measuring your worth against a highlight reel. And in the process, you forget your own. The need to win at all costs. Competition isn't bad, it even drives progress. But when winning feels like survival, when every loss feels personal, it stops being about growth and starts being about proving something to yourself, to others, to some invisible standard you don't even remember setting. Avoiding change, even the good kind. A new opportunity arises, and instead of excitement, there's hesitation. A quiet but persistent voice whispers, "What if I fail?" The unknown feels riskier than staying where you are, even if where you are isn't working. That's huge. That one is huge. That is pink highlighter worthy right there. Big. Taking feedback as a personal attack. A simple critique can send you spiraling, not because it's wrong, but because some part of you believes it confirms what you feared all along, that you're not enough, that maybe everyone else sees it too. There are more, but this is a good start. Once you recognize these patterns, you start to see how seemingly noble habits, working harder, striving for perfection, avoiding risk, can actually be insecurity in disguise. Self awareness is uncomfortable. No one likes to admit they're caught in these cycles, but naming the pattern is what weakens it. When you start recognizing these behaviors in real time, you create space between the thought and the reaction. And in that space, you get to choose what happens next. Now, small wins build confidence. So many times I found myself stuck in a hole that felt too big to climb out of. Who hasn't, right? If you say I haven't, you're lying. The goal I was chasing seemed so far beyond my abilities that I couldn't see a way forward. I had no confidence in myself because I was looking at the whole challenge all at once. And yes, it was overwhelming. But the trick is to break it down into smaller, attainable goals. How does a mouse eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yes, it's a stupid dad joke, but it's true. When you focus on the next immediate step instead of the massive goal ahead, the task feels manageable. And when something feels manageable, you can move with confidence. I remember a rugby game from my younger years when we were getting completely outplayed. Remember, this is not my article. This is not one of mine. All right, this is Manuel's. Nothing was going our way, and you can see it in everybody's body language. We moved like a team that had already lost. Shoulders slumped, heads down, hesitation in every play. We didn't believe we could win, and that lack of confidence showed up in how we played. At halftime, our coach didn't give us some grand motivational speech about making a comeback. Instead, he told us to forget the scoreboard and focus on the basics. Don't think about the end of the game. Don't think about 5 minutes from now. Just focus on the next play. Get the pass right. Make the tackle. Cover your position. One good play turned into another. We started moving differently, faster, sharper, more sure of ourselves. We didn't win, but by the end, we weren't the same hesitant team that had walked off the field at halftime. It makes a difference. And it's something I need to focus on as well. Confidence isn't something you have or don't have, it's something you build moment by moment, action by action. Every completed pass, every tackle, every position covered, each one added to our confidence. Every small success was like a building block. I see small wins like bricks. Stack them up, and eventually you build a castle. But for a long time, I made the mistake of only focusing on the big picture, the castle I wanted to build, without appreciating the bricks it took to get there. When I started valuing and being grateful for each small victory, things shifted. The castle started to take shape. Confidence isn't built in one big moment. You don't suddenly wake up one day and feel confident. It's built in the quiet, consistent stacking of wins, no matter how small. Turning self doubt into confidence. Most people think confidence is something you either have or don't. That some people are just wired to trust themselves while others are doomed to second guess every decision. But that's not how it works. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. The real shift happens when you stop seeing self doubt as a sign that something is wrong with you and you start seeing it as part of the process. The goal isn't to eliminate doubt, but to learn how to operate despite it. Here's what works for me: detach from the doubt. Self doubt feels personal, but it's not. It's just a thought pattern, one that gets reinforced over time. Instead of thinking, I'm not confident enough, reframe it. I'm experiencing self doubt right now. Where is that coming from? That small shift helps me to see it as something separate from who I am, something I can work on rather than something that defines me. Redefine confidence. Most people think confidence means knowing you'll succeed. It doesn't. Confidence is believing you'll figure it out even if you fail. It's trusting yourself to handle whatever happens, not guaranteeing a perfect outcome. Borrow confidence from action. Sometimes confidence has to come after action, not before. Instead of thinking, I don't have the confidence to do this, flip it. I need to do this to gain confidence. Take action first, small steps at a time, and confidence will follow. Separate preparation from hesitation. It's easy to mistake endless preparation for readiness, but at some point, preparation turns into hesitation. Oh, pink, pink highlighter readiness right there. Ooh, I just need to leave this baby open, don't I? If you're waiting for a moment when you feel 100% ready, you'll be waiting forever. That is so true. It's like waiting for the perfect moment. It's never going to happen, is it? Never. Take the leap while you still feel unsure. That's how confidence is built. Trust the process. Confidence doesn't appear overnight. It's built through repetition, through showing up, through proving to yourself again and again that you are capable. The first time will feel uncomfortable. The second time, slightly less. By the 10th time, it won't feel like such a big deal. That's how the shift happens. Those deep rooted insecurities. Some insecurities aren't just passing thoughts, they're ingrained, built over years, and the longer they've been there, the harder they are to untangle. You can't outthink them in a day, and you can't will them away just because you want to. They've had time to take root, so give yourself time to undo them. The first step is recognizing where they come from. Many insecurities don't start in adulthood. They're echoes of things we picked up when we were younger. Maybe you were only praised for achievements, so now you tie your worth to success. Maybe criticism hit harder than it should have, so now you second guess everything. Maybe you were taught that mistakes were something to be ashamed of, so now you avoid risks at all costs. But once you see these patterns, you have a choice. Let them keep running your life or start rewriting the script. Here's what helped me. Question the stories you tell yourself. Insecurities thrive in unchallenged thoughts. That voice in your head saying, I'm not good enough. Where did that belief come from? Is it based on reality? Or is it an old script that's been playing on repeat? When I started challenging my own doubts, I realized most of them weren't based on truth. They were just deeply ingrained fears disguised as facts. Seek outside perspective. Some insecurities run so deep that seeing them clearly on your own is tough. Therapy, coaching, or even an honest conversation with someone you trust can help you see yourself differently. Sometimes the right person can challenge your assumptions in a way that makes you stop and think, wait, what if I've been wrong about myself this whole time? Expose yourself to discomfort. Understanding insecurities is one thing, overcoming them is another. The only way I've weakened mine is by doing the very thing they told me not to. Speaking up when I wanted to stay quiet. Taking the opportunity even when I felt unprepared. Each time I pushed through, I proved to myself that I was more capable than I thought. Give yourself time. I didn't build these insecurities overnight, and I wasn't going to undo them overnight either. The key is patience. Every small step, every time I pushed back against doubt, was another brick in the foundation of a stronger, more confident version of myself. The goal isn't to erase insecurities, it's to make sure they're not in charge. The next time doubt creeps in, insecurity keeps us stuck. It convinces us to stay small, to hold back, to wait until we feel ready. But fear isn't a stop sign, it's a signal. It points to where we need to grow. Confidence isn't something you wake up with one day, it's built through action. Small wins, showing up even when you don't feel ready, proving to yourself that you are capable. It's about stacking those bricks one by one until the castle starts to take shape. Deep rooted insecurities take time to unravel, and that's okay. The goal isn't to erase fear, but to move forward in spite of it. So the next time insecurity creeps in, ask yourself, what if this isn't a reason to stop? What if it's an invitation to grow? This was an amazing article. Amazing article. And then I have, oh, would life be easier if you just let go? An ancient Chinese philosophy that life flows best when we stop forcing, clinging to, and resisting change and scary, frustrating things. Woo wee, effortless action. It's the idea that success and fulfillment come not from control and struggle, but from alignment with the natural flow of things. It goes against much of our societal programming, but confuses grinding and hard work with progress. The river does not force its way forward, it flows, adjusting to obstacles without resistance. We often create unnecessary tension when we force things, whether it's a business deal, a relationship, or personal progress. This pollutes the effectiveness of your work. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, take the best action available in the moment as the moment reveals to you. Then let go of attachment to results. The world is ruled by letting things take their course. It cannot be ruled by interfering. That's a good quote. Recognize that control is an illusion. Illustrated the futility of control through parables. In one story, a man tries to command the wind and waves only to exhaust himself in the process. The wise man does not fight external forces. He rides the wind, adapts to the waves, and focuses only on what he can influence. Most stress comes from trying to control things beyond our reach. The sooner we accept this, the more energy we can devote to what matters. Those who flow as life flows know they need no other force. Taoism teaches that everything unfolds at its own pace. Just as the season follows a natural cycle, our lives have moments of movement and stillness. Western productivity culture often pressures us to push harder, go faster, and force success. But Taoism reminds us that forcing something before its time only creates resistance. The best way forward is often to act with patience, observing the right opportunities appear instead of trying to manufacture them. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Let go of your desperate need for certainty. The path is constantly shifting, unpredictable, and unknowable. Life is the same. The more we fight uncertainty, the more anxiety we create. Taoism teaches that peace comes not from trying to predict the future, but from embracing the unknown and trusting in our ability to respond effectively. This does not mean becoming passive or careless. It means cultivating flexibility instead of rigidity, so unexpected changes no longer feel like threats. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. Accept change instead of fighting it. I hate to break it to you, but nothing in life is permanent. Taoism teaches that clinging to what was or resisting what is creates suffering. Instead of seeing change as an enemy, we can view it as an opportunity to evolve, grow, and discover new paths we had not considered before. Many of the greatest leaders, artists, and thinkers succeeded because they pivoted when change arrived instead of resisting it. When we stop fearing change, we move through life with greater ease. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. This one we all know. Follow the path of least resistance. Nature always takes the easiest path. A river will carve through mountains over time rather than forcing itself over them. The Taoist ways of life follows this principle. Why struggle and exhaust yourself when you can adjust, pivot, and find a more natural way forward? This does not mean choosing laziness or avoiding effort. It means recognizing that there is a difference between effort that aligns with the flow of life and effort that fights against it. The latter will always end in struggle. This is good. A tree that cannot bend will crack in the wind. The hard and stiff will be broken. The soft and supple will prevail. We bend, we don't break. Windy. Free yourself from the need for validation. One of my favorite teachings is that other opinions should not dictate your actions. Many of us waste energy trying to be understood, validated, or approved by society. The more we chase this approval, the less authentic and free we become. Taoism encourages self sufficiency in thought and action. Live in alignment with your values, and the right people and opportunities will naturally be drawn to you. Care about people's approval, and you will be their prisoner. Ooh, ooh. Simplify your life to find clarity. The importance of simplicity. When our lives are filled with clutter, whether mental, emotional, and material, we lose clarity and become weighed down by unnecessary burdens. By removing what is unnecessary, we create space for what is essential. Clarity, peace, and insight arise when we stop overcomplicating things. I have just three things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Cultivate inner stillness instead of external chaos. The modern world is chaotic, high stimulus, fast paced, and filled with distractions. Taoism teaches that the ability to remain calm in the midst of external noise is the mark of true wisdom. Meditation, quiet reflection, and time in nature are all ways to reconnect with stillness. From this stillness, we make better decisions, see things more clearly, and navigate life better. Instead of reacting impulsively, we respond from a place of centeredness. Silence is a source of great strength. By adopting this mindset of flow, we stop fighting life and start moving with it. When we release our grip, let go of rigid control, and trust the unfolding of events, we become freer, lighter, and ultimately more powerful. Wow. All of this makes sense, right? Working on that stress. And then my poem, Rising Above the Storm. When the weight of the world feels heavy and long, and the path ahead seems blurred and wrong, pause for a moment, breathe in deep, let go of the burdens you no longer need keep. The rain may fall, the winds may roar, yet inside you stands something more: a light, a spark, a steady flame, a quiet voice calling your name. Through the struggles, through the fight, you have carried your own light. Through shadows whisper, doubts may call. Stand your ground, stand strong and tall. Each breath you take, a step, a chance to find your rhythm, your own dance. Not every day will shine so bright, but even in darkness, there is light. You are worthy, you are strong, you have been all along. No storm will ever drown your fire. Rise, my friend, and lift it higher. So hold on tight, embrace the tide. Let hope and strength walk by your side. For even through the hardest night, the dawn will rise, soft and bright. If you couldn't tell, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Tub, are you still with me? I know that was a lot, but they had a lot going on. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Oh, hi. Yeah, you're still here? Okay. So, accepted an offer on my house. I'm a little stressed. Now I have to find a place to live. Hence, today's episode is about stress. Oh no. I love that saying. Unscrew the pooch. Tom's thing is, who screwed the pooch? Who screwed the pooch? And then I told you about the stuff going on with the New York prison system, the state prison system. My son called this morning, and he's on draft. And that means he's being transferred this morning for no reason to we don't know where. He has no idea where he's going. Oh, so I'm a little stressed. What's your saying? Tell me your saying. Is it something that'll make me laugh? Please tell me. Please. Did you shoot your video last night? Ah, yeah. Yeah, because they're usually ones that cause the problem to begin with. Programming. Ones and zeros. Oh, you did? Did I know that? Probably. Oh, my brain is so full. Oh, that's right. And that one guy was asking what the outcome was, and you were like, you have to watch the video to find out. Did you get your computer figured out? What happened? Did you get off of marbles? That was so fucked up. Yeah, you were annoyed. I could tell you were annoyed. You were holding it together though. I was impressed with your patience. Yeah, no kidding. It was a day. Oh, today's gonna be another day. Yeah, yeah. Yep. I'm working on my circles. Gotta work on my circles of control. I just need to work on my circles. Oh. Oh, it was marbles. I thought it was marbles. I thought you were playing marbles. Marbles. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, okay. So it was marbles. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought it was marbles. All right. I like watching B play marbles because usually I'm medicated and the balls are just going around and around, and I'm just like, cool. Like, what? Ah, it's fine. Oh, I need distractions. She's a really good she's so fun. Yesterday it was just her and I for a little while. We were just chatting. So that was nice. She's a sweetheart. I like her. She's she does everything. She's a gamer, DJ. I just don't have the energy for all of that. I do not. Plus I can't see. So that doesn't help. Yeah, she is all over the place. I diagnosed her yesterday. I'm like, you have ADHD as well, my child. Oh, really? See, I'm new. I am an infant. I just started in December. Just started in December. Like really got going at Christmas. So I am brand spanking new. I have not, I'm new. Like, I am new to the block. I just kind of go with the flow. I met some really good people, some great people, a lot of fun people. I do poetry with some people that I met on here. And oh my God, so we had so you would have loved it. You would have loved it. Last night it was we wrote a poem on misheard song lyrics. And it was so my misheard song lyric is from Blinded by the Light by Manfred Mann. And and it's woke up, took a deuce in the middle of the night because my brain just goes there. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Woke up, took a douche. Wrapped up like a douche. No, mine's woke up, took a deuce. That's funny. So anyway, that started the whole poem, and it was all about taking a shit. It was so funny. It was so bad. So it turned into this whole poem about food poisoning. It was hilarious. We had so much fun. Flip was there. Erica was there. Oh my God. It was so freaking funny. Oh my God. It was so funny. Yeah. Yeah. Because, revved up like a deuce and woke up, took a deuce. Same, 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 same in your head. Same in my head. Oh God. But yeah, misheard. I can't remember what Flip's song was Sledgehammer on, but I can't remember what his misheard lyrics were. But it was funny. Revved up like a deuce. Like a deuce coupe. Revved up like a deuce. Yep, that's the actual lyric. Revved up like a deuce. Yep. Woke up, took a deuce. What? Same thing, almost. Almost had it. You're going to be singing it my way now. Right. Yeah, he means it a little deuce coupe. It's just a two-seater. That's all what a deuce coupe is. It's just a little two-seater. That's all it means. Oh god. It's just no, that's not the song. It's woke up, took a deuce in the middle of the night. Anyway, we had a blast. That's too funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good one. See, you would have fit right in last night. Oh my god. I was dying. I had my headphones on while we were doing it, and I'm just busting out laughing. I'm like, "Oh god, I hope nobody's listening, because oh my god, we had so much fun." Yeah, it was all bathroom jokes all night long. It was so funny. But yeah, it was a poem about this guy that had food poisoning. Ah, he would have fit right in. It was so fun. Yeah, I've met some really good people. I don't know if she posted it either. She's like, "I don't know if I'm posting this one." I'm like, "Why not? It's our creation." Last week, ours was on the government. That one was prickly. It was prickly. It was prickly. Yeah. See? Yes. That's great. Taliban seafood. That's what we said. Oh, how did it go? I wish I had it now. Because that was one of my words. One of my lines was, shouldn't have got the, shouldn't have fished it off the jetty. Oh, we just had, it was so fun. It was so fun. And it was, Don McLean's song, you know, instead of levee, it was the jetty. We were fishing on the jetty because that's where he got the seafood from that gave him the food poisoning. I think so good. Oh, I love it. Oh, God, I need a nap so bad. All right. Oh, I wish I had it. Let me see. I wonder if she posted it. Let me see. Nope, she did it. Damn it. She did it. Well, it's not in. She didn't post it in Discord. Oh, yeah. That's supposed to be a really good product, I heard. Ah, it's funny. Yeah, it's supposed to be good. So funny. Hey, erectile dysfunction is a thing, so I've heard. Oh, flip! So, I was telling Tub about our poetry last night. So exciting. It was so good. You know. Promoter cream. I love it. Oh God. Oh, I was telling Tub he would have been a perfect fit in our poetry session last night. He needs to follow Sess. And I don't know how you would review um, that, Tub, privately, I guess. That was a shit show. Literally, it was a shit show. It was literally a shit show. It's great. I have not laughed like that in forever. Oh my God, that was so much fun. Oh, yeah, Tub, it would definitely have to be on a different site if you're gonna review. Oh yeah, Tub had a Tub had a thought, the Muddy Waters of Omaha, about bad shrimp. Because I told him it was, about food poisoning, seafood. It's too funny. It was so fun. Oh man, I highly enjoyed it. We need to let go like that every now and then. It was about poop, but the guy had food poisoning, and that's why it was about poop. And it was all my fault. Oh, I'm not apologizing for it either. So that is how I hear that lyric in my head. Okay? That is not my fault, maybe. That is just how I hear that lyric in my head. Not my fault. Totally my fault. Yeah, I know. I take full responsibility. But we had fun. Such a muse. For shit poems. Yeah. For poems about shit. All right. Go do actual work, I guess. Oh, but it was fun, Flip. Oh, I had a good time. So, what are you up to? Any interviews today? God, you got to be going nuts. That would, ugh. I don't like people. And then to have to depend on people to show up and then they don't show up. Ugh. And you have to do your schedule around that? No. No. That would drive me crazy. I wouldn't like it at all. Not at all. I looked on your, yeah, another week of interviews. I looked in your poetry corner to see if Ceci posted that. She didn't. She didn't post last week's either. I wanted to show Tom. I was gonna be like, look at the constructive poem writing we did. It's like I was like, I can't talk to you. I'm in poetry class right now. I called last night. I'm like, I can't talk. I'm doing something. It was important. It's a poem about shit. We are so talented. Oh God. That was so funny. It was for fun. I needed it. Uh Turd. So true. I needed it. Ugh. I am so stressed. So I was like, that was a good couple hours of just phew. Joey called this morning and he's being transferred right now to we don't know where for no reason. He could be going anywhere in the state. Ugh. And I can't find out where because nobody knows anything. Anybody that I know doesn't know anything. Usually I got back channels on the stuff because I worked in the prison system. But nobody knows anything. Ugh. Drives me nuts. I mean, great if they move him closer to home. He's almost done. His bid's almost up. Just freaking release him. Ugh. I hate the whole thing. Between that and the house. I mean, I'm glad we're selling the house. I'm glad. I mean, the house is pretty much sold, right? They're sending paperwork over today. Now we have to find a place to live. That's the stress part. I don't know. I don't know. But it's supposed to go up to 50 today. Oh, look at. I don't know if you're watching, but here's my scarf. I think I put it up on Discord with me wearing it. Ta-da! Thank you. It's very thick and wide and long. Never mind. Jesus. On a stick. Forget I said anything. Ugh. I took a picture of the geese next door too and put it up on Discord. So they're real. Just so you know. Don't think I'm crazy. Well, you might think I'm crazy anyway, but especially lately. I've just been phew. I don't know, man. Life's crazy right now. Birds are spinning around on the bird feeder like it's a carousel. They're probably going, look at me. No, they're not. They're spinning, yeah, but they're probably not going, look at me. The eagles have been busy today, flying back and forth. There's probably a lot of fish floating on top of the river because it was frozen. They scavenge. They don't like to kill their own food. They like to eat stuff that's already dead. Nasties. Well, I think I'm going to head out. I got to take my meds. I need a pain pill. I used my walker all weekend and I am sore, wicked sore. My shoulder, my wrists hurt really bad. And my foot. I have a big callus on the bottom of my foot now. I'm like, lively? Maybe. Doubt it. I'll probably take a nap. Lovely. I hope so. You used your cane all weekend? I didn't know you had a cane. But I wouldn't know. I have two canes. Oh, gout. I'm sorry. Yeah, gout's rough. That's a nasty chronic illness. Yeah. Yep, I have a purple cane named Jojo and a pink cane named Lucy. Ooh, kidney stones hurt too. Damn, man. Yeah, gout is no joke. No joke at all. Hmm. I'm sorry. I hope you're better today. Hmm. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I gotta take my meds and eat something and probably lay down for a while. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. All right. Well, I'll probably catch you later. Are you gonna be on later or it's Monday? I keep forgetting it's my. I got thrown off. For some reason, I kept thinking it was Tuesday. I'm tired. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I'll catch you. Be around. I'm always checking, and I get notices anyway. So, all right. All right. It's okay. Both of yous. Both of yous. I get announcements from both of yous. So I always know who's on. I don't have a lot of friends on here. Just a select few. So, all right. I will catch you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.